Peace. This is Boss for Wise Words Media. Back at y'all for another round. And go New York, go New York, go! Wow. What a night last night. If you're a Knicks fan, it don't matter how cloudy and gloomy it is out here, you shining, man. It's written all in your face, man. Our aura is up today because not only was that a great comeback victory, a resilient display by the Knicks, but Jalen Brunson gets selected for his first All-Star game. What an honor and what a statement to come out there on the night that he makes his first All-Star game and puts up that type of performance. I mean, first of all, let's get this straight from the gate. Jalen Brunson should have been a starter, right? He should have been a starter. The only reason he's not a starter is because the All-Star game, they have to market it. And to market it, you need the big names in the forefront. Jalen Brunson is a big name to hoop heads, true hoop heads, and Knicks fans. But the casual basketball fan that checks in now and then, they may not know Brunson. They might be starting to hear about him, but they know about Damian Lillard. You see? So it's a popularity contest when it comes to the starters. So Halliburton definitely should be a starter because Halliburton is another young rising star. He leads the league in assists. He averages a double-double. His perimeter shooting, he's become a lethal three-point shooter. Like, he's been putting the work in. He deserves it just as much as Jalen did. The one person that didn't deserve it this year was Dame Lillard. And no knock on him. He's having a good year. But Brunson's having a way better year. The stats are there to prove it. But in any event, I'm happy for Jalen Brunson. He's a guy that he just made his first All-Star game. Drops 40 points. He gets punched in the face in the process at the free throw line with the swollen eye. Gets an and one right after. Like, you know, and it was clutch basket after clutch basket. And you have to love this kid, man. If you're like me, if you're a fan of underdog stories, you gotta love this kid. Because none of us, no matter how big of a Knicks fan you were, no matter how much of a hooper you were, nobody expected this level of success from Jalen Brunson. Nobody. Me personally, the receipts are there. You could go back to my videos from last year. When the Knicks signed him, my initial thoughts were, my exact quote, the jury is out. The jury's out. Let's see what this signing is. Because for one, when you have, the Knicks have made off-season signings in the past based on guys performing good either late in the season or in the playoffs. And then when they become Knicks, it's like, where did that performance go? Back in the 90s, Chris Childs was setting the league on fire the last like 30 games of the season. The Knicks picked him up in the offseason. That Chris Childs stood in New Jersey. Then, years later, the Knicks picked up the junkyard dog, Jerome Williams, off Seattle, because during the playoffs in Seattle, when he was running with Ray Allen, he was killing. He was cleaning up the glass. He was getting like 17 rebounds a game, put back dunks. We didn't get that. So for me, I was like, I've seen dudes get signed late in the season and they come here and they don't perform. So the jury's out. But man, after 20 games, I said, nah, this kid, this was a good signing. But even then, I had no expectation. Nobody had any expectation. This kid will become arguably top 10 player in the entire NBA. But, you know, shout to Kendrick Perkins for always bringing the truth, even when ESPN wants to continue their narrative of same old Knicks and want to brush off the Knicks and Jalen Brunson's accomplishments. Big Perk is always there to make sure that this story goes heard around the world. You know, shout to Barkley, Shaq, you know, the TNT crew. They're constantly bigging up. Huge praise from Shaquille O'Neal. He said he has not seen a little guy effortlessly score whenever he wants like that since Allen Iverson. Huge compliment. So, you know, congratulations to Jalen Brunson on making his first All-Star team. And, you know, congratulations also to Julius Randle, even though Randle won't be able to play due to his injury. But it's a beautiful thing to have two Knicks All-Stars. We have not had that since over 10 years ago when Carmelo Anthony and Tyson Chandler were both Knicks and both made the All-Star team. So if you're a Knick, you got to be happy today, man. And you got to be happy for Jalen Brunson. Very humble guy, man. Very humble guy. Like, he's in the middle of the court right after a huge game, night of his first All-Star game announcement. And as he's asked, how do you feel? Comes to tears, man. He's like, I can't say nothing. I don't, you know, I have nothing to say. As humble as can be, man. And that's all that hard work. Credit to Rick Brunson, Rick Brunson's wife, Jalen Brunson's sister, brother. Like, that Brunson family put their all in all. They gave all they had and all within their power to make sure that that young man becomes the player that he is today. So, on that note, let's go Knicks. Congratulations, Jalen Brunson. And look forward to seeing you in your first All-Star game. Peace.